This bulletin proudly brought to you in association with Alex Campbell's Menswear.
Tonight on the South Today, residents opposing a farming family's bid to rezone part of their land for development are outraged. Police armed defenders squad and uniformed officers were called to a property in Wainsbeck Street in Oamaru. And a new fundraising challenge is to be held at Dunedin's Forsyth Bar Stadium next month. Kia ora, good evening, I'm Melissa Barton. Residents opposing a farming family's bid to rezone part of its land for development are outraged after not having their concerns heard in full. About 30 members of the Tucker Beach Resident Society have attended a hearing at the Heritage Hotel in Queenstown. They're objecting to the Middleton Family Trust's proposals for a large section of its rural land to be rezoned.
The Middleton family has farmed on Queenstown Hill for generations. Now they're wanting land generally located between Lake Johnson and the Shotover River to be rezoned as the Tucker Beach residential precinct to allow space for over 200 homes. But current residents say they're opposed to the development.
Of all the current inhabitants there who have bought their properties and built within the confines of the district plan, i.e. rural style, will be compromised.
Tucker Beach residents say they're concerned over the negative effects the development will have on the rural landscape and pressures it would put on existing infrastructure. And they say they haven't been given a fair hearing.
At the hearing that we just had, I was not allowed to speak on behalf of the residents. Our lawyer was able to submit, but it's very unfortunate that we were unable to personally present our point of view.
The hearings panel, considering Stage 2 of the Queenstown Lakes District Council's proposed district plan, cut the Society's verbal submissions short as its evidence was filed too late. Chairman Dennis Nugent told the Otago Daily Times the Society submitted evidence after the deadline and said it would be unfair to the Middleton family.
It's unfortunate. I think a lot of the residents were very upset that there was evidence we weren't able to present, but I certainly understand the Commissioner's point of view.
Shotover Jet has also called for the Middleton submission to be rejected, saying the proposed development would be of significant detriment to the area. And despite suggestions it could be good for the district's economy by increasing competition, the Resident Society is supporting the recommendation of council planners to reject it. In Queenstown, the South Today.
Police have arrested a 56-year-old man in connection with the attempted robbery of the Dundas Corner Dairy in North Dunedin yesterday. The man is set to appear in the Dunedin District Court on Friday next week, facing a charge of assault with intent to rob. Police recovered items thought to be connected to the robbery, including a knife. 3 people were arrested last week after a police raid in Ocean Grove in relation to 3 aggravated robberies since June targeting dairies. The robberies were the latest in an ongoing series of dairy-related crime in Dunedin. The armed defenders squad swarmed a home in Oamaru today after a man was seen wielding a gun in public. Senior Sergeant Jason McCoy says the AOS and uniformed officers were called to a property in Wainsbeck Street at about 11 a.m. The man was arrested without incident and taken into custody. A witness says about 12 AOS members were involved in the operation at the house. They shouted instructions at the occupants and at least 2 were handcuffed in order to sit on the footpath outside the property. A reporter earlier witnessed 4 police cars parked outside the house and the officers were seen coming and going. T Street in Oamaru was also blocked to traffic for a time. Researchers have found a number of active faults in the wider Dunedin area. The discoveries by GNS Science don't change the overall seismic hazard of the city, but one of the faults extends closer to the city than previously thought, and a couple of new fault sources were uncovered. GNS says the new fault sources have been assigned a low level of activity. Study leader Pilla Villamore says the Dunedin study followed a recommendation from the Canterbury Earthquakes Royal Commission for more research to paint a better picture of the risks faced by population centres. A new fundraising challenge is set to be held at Dunedin's Forsyth Bar Stadium next month, which will see people climbing over 5,000 steps. The Stair Climb Challenge is set to raise funds towards support for people with leukemia and other blood cancers, and already people are signing up to take part.
Trying out the steep steps at Dunedin's Forsyth Bar Stadium, Kelly Latimer has signed up to take part in next month's Stair Climb Challenge. The event is to raise money for leukemia and blood cancer support services. Entrants will have to zigzag up and down the stadium steps, taking over 5,000 steps in the process.
I honestly have no idea how long this is going to take. 5,200 steps sounds like a heck of a lot. Maybe 45 minutes? Maybe I'm pushing it. Anything under an hour might be quite achievable.
Latimer's a keen athlete and currently training for a marathon, but she's also meeting the challenge for personal reasons.
I also had a cousin pass away in 2016 from a blood-related cancer, so the personal connection is there as well. My mum is also currently battling cancer, not a blood cancer, but I've seen the work that causes and foundations can do for those people that are affected and their families.
For those balking at the idea, she says the event is non-competitive and there is an opportunity for respite from continuous climbing.
It's quite a bit different going up the Sky Tower. The benefit we have here is at least we get to enjoy going down a few steps, but a rest and recovery instead of the continuous climb.
The Stair Climb Challenge is to be held on Saturday, September the 15th. In Dunedin for the South Today.
Still to come on the South Today, science inspires art at a new exhibition, and a Dunedin school is campaigning for a pedestrian crossing.
Oakley's Bathroom Solutions is locally owned and operated and is a name that has become synonymous with bathroom excellence. Exclusive to Oakley South Island, Danish design Vola, the modern day tap, remains a desirable choice. For over 140 years, the team at Oakley's has provided the highest quality bathroom products and plumbing supplies. For intelligent advice and smart service, come talk to the team or visit oakleysplumbing.co.nz.
They've been moving earth for nearly 30 years. Locally owned and operated, Hall Brothers Transport is your one-stop shop when it comes to demolition, site clearance, recycling buildings, chipping trees, earthworks, drainage and roading. Nothing goes to waste. Hall Brothers Transport can get the whole job done from start to finish, no matter how big or small. Give them a call on 4771 141 or drop into 26 Creswell Street behind the railway station. That's Hall Brothers Transport Limited.
Roslyn Mowers and Heating are your local Massport heating agents and offer you a competitive quote on complete Massport fire installation. Come and see the Massport Cromwell Ultra Low Emission Burner in action. See you in store soon.
If you're at risk of developing melanoma skin cancer, you owe it to yourself to have a mole map. Mole map is coming to your area. Phone today to make an appointment. It could save your life.
Being a big softie takes training. I've gone to great lengths to become even softer while still being strong and reliable. The new me is bigger and softer than ever. Cotton Softs. Softness and strength you can trust.
Too late to sow seeds? Don't despair, the solution is at hand. Call Ready Lawn today for your year-round lawn needs. Call now on 03 486 1819.
It's Alice Campbell Menswear's knitwear clearance. Buy one, save 25%. Buy two or more, save 33%. That's a third. Lots of New Zealand made and imported quality garments. Wool mix, pure wool, 100% merino. Merino cashmere. Merino possum. Heavy work fisher knits. V-neck, crew neck, quarter zip, button collar, full zip. Plain stripes, argyles, ferrules. Self patterns, you name it, even some ladies' colours. Knitwear clearance. Buy one, save 25%. Buy two or more, save 33% on all of them. Alex Campbell Menswear's, 3 stores.
Helping New Zealanders to do more. Talk to MTF today.
If you're at risk of developing melanoma skin cancer, you owe it to yourself to have a mole map. Mole map is coming to your area. Phone today to make an appointment. It could save your life.
At the Hard to Find Bookshop, we sell quality books on all subjects from the rare to the recent, and where viable, we will come to you. We have a great reputation for integrity and honesty, so if you're downsizing or sorting an estate and have books to sell, contact us.
Stay warm this winter with Alistair McCann's Wood and Coal door-to-door delivery. You don't have to lift a finger. Call Alistair to order today on 454-3592.
Garage Dunedin, delivering quality stylish garage doors in Dunedin for over 15 years. New doors, replacement doors, repairs and maintenance are all part of Garage quality service. Garage Dunedin offers a full range of modern quality doors to suit any home. Come visit the team at 553 Kaikoai Valley Road. Visit www.garador.co.nz or call us on 488 5676. Join us as we reveal what people keep behind garage doors. Sponsored by Garage Dunedin and Hall Brothers Transport Limited.
Welcome back. Remember to get up early tomorrow morning as Otago and Southland will be part of a rare celestial event called a Sala ni Leon. For a few minutes after 8 AM, weather permitting, you may see a rare solar eclipse of the moon followed by a blood moon. Dunedin viewers will get to see it for just 4 minutes, while in Invercargill you can see it for 5 minutes between sunrise at 8:12 AM and moonset shortly after. Saturday's lunar eclipse will be the longest of the 21st century to date and will last 1 hour 42 minutes and 57 seconds. Science is providing inspiration for artworks at a new exhibition currently on in Dunedin. The Art and Oceans exhibition sees the pairing of scientists and artists to create an ecologically themed message about our oceans.
Art inspired by the science of the oceans is the theme of this exhibition at Dunedin's H.D. Skinner Annex. The exhibition includes all manner of artists' interpretations of science, from these deep-sea bryozoans, which are actually knitted textiles, to seashells made by an ancient ceramic process. Artist James Pickery is concerned with rising temperatures affecting ocean life, and has created these authentic-looking seashells in a Japanese-style raku kiln.
Raku's fast, it's unpredictable, it's shiny, and I'm a bit of a magpie, so I like the shiny stuff. And also the process lined up with what we were talking about, because we fired it higher than it should have been, it was hotter than it should have been. I closed the vents so it didn't have so much oxygen in there, so these were made in an anoxic environment that was too hot, which is exactly what we're talking about, like what happens to seafood when you don't have the oxygen you should, when it's a temperature it shouldn't be. And so I'm hoping that that comes through with it.
Christina McGrath is a lecturer at the University of Otago's chemistry department and says the gap between art and science isn't that large.
You'll actually find a lot of scientists or artists also, because there's a lot of creativity in science, and so a lot of people just bring that to their personal life too. So you don't have to choose one or the other, you can do them both.
The exhibition has a strong ecological message. Artist Hope Duncan says art should be more than just pretty or intriguing images.
I think that there's a real need for us as artists to stand up and not just create beautiful objects, but create something that is about something and that causes some level of change in the viewer. And after this collaboration, I've been looking at other artists across the world that create pieces that are informative and relate to scientific research that's being done.
The Art and Oceans exhibition runs until the 5th of August. In Dunedin for the South Today.
The principal of Dunedin Sawyers Bay School says increasing traffic flows are making it less safe for children to get to and from school. The school and Dunedin City Council have been working on the issue, but the principal says some vehicles are still travelling faster than they should.
High visibility traffic issues. Increased traffic flow and these wide straight streets may be tempting motorists to drive quicker than they should near the school. Sawyers Bay Principal Gareth Sweet says drivers need to slow down.
The traffic in Sawyers Bay is increasing significantly, and as more land's opened up for subdivisions, we're noticing a steep increase in traffic. Because of our nice straight roads, there is traffic that travels a lot faster than it probably should. And without any safe crossing points at this stage, we're opening up our children to potentially being in a dangerous position.
The school has been talking with council for about 2 years. There's a marked area where people can cross, but it's not one where traffic has to stop. Sweet says a decision needs to be made on a location for a traditional pedestrian crossing.
The DCC have proposed 2 raised crossings, one on Station Road and one above the roundabout on Hull Road. We're negotiating the position of where they should potentially go, but of course there's certain requirements of where they need to go. So what we're hoping is that there'll be a raised crossing which will slow traffic down and give children a clear indication of where they could cross safely.
He says even with the care crossing and educating drivers, making sure children are road safe is a high priority.
Education of the children's fundamental, and even with our care crossing that's operated by the school, we take the responsibility as well as the parents for ensuring that our children use appropriate road safety behaviour as well.
Sweet says not having locations for pedestrian crossings hammered out after 2 years of discussion is frustrating, but he believes the conversation is nearly at the end of the road, and a pedestrian crossing or 2 will be in place in the not too distant future. In Dunedin, the South Today.
After the break on the South Today, we check out the latest culinary delights from Invercargill and we take a look at the weekend's weather.
If you're at risk of developing melanoma skin cancer, you owe it to yourself to have a mole map. Mole map is coming to your area. Phone today to make an appointment. It could save your life.
At Sellers Campbell Menswear's knitwear clearance. Buy one, save 25%. Buy 2 or more, save 33%. That's a third. Lots of New Zealand made and imported quality garments. Wool mix, pure wool, 100% merino. Merino cashmere. Merino possum. Heavy work fishnets. V-neck, crew neck, quarter zip, button collar, full zip. Plain stripes, argyles, ferrules. Self patterns, you name it, even some ladies' colours. Knitwear clearance. Buy one, save 25%. Buy 2 or more, save 33% on all of them. Alex Campbell Menswear's, 3 stores.
Helping New Zealanders to do more. Talk to MTF today.
Oakley's Bathroom Solutions is locally owned and operated and is a name that has become synonymous with bathroom excellence. Exclusive to Oakley South Island, Danish design Vola, the modern day tap, remains a desirable choice. For over 140 years, the team at Oakley's has provided the highest quality bathroom products and plumbing supplies. For intelligent advice and smart service, come talk to the team or visit oakleysPlumbing.co.nz.
Locally owned and operated Roslyn Mowers and Heating are warming up for winter with a range of Massport wood fires for obligation-free installation quotes, sales, building consent assistance and after-sales service and parts. That's Roslyn Mowers and Heating.
Stay warm this winter with Alistair McCann's Wood and Coal door-to-door delivery. You don't have to lift a finger. Call Alistair to order today on 454 3592.
Join us as we reveal what people keep behind garage doors. Sponsored by Garrador Dunedin and Hall Brothers Transport Limited.
Thanks for staying with us. New research reveals Dunedin housing market continues to soar, with the city one of the 2 fastest selling areas in New Zealand. The figures show it takes an average of just 15 days to sell a house. 4 Dunedin suburbs have been analysed as part of CoreLogic New Zealand real estate research, with Mosgiel emerging ahead of the pack. 314 Mosgiel properties were sold from June last year to June this year, taking an average of 13 days to sell. That makes it the 3rd fastest selling suburb in New Zealand. North East Valley, St Kilda and South Dunedin were also listed inside the top 25 fastest selling suburbs. 2 Southland businesses have collaborated to form a unique flavoured beer, and a first for the region. United Brewing and the Seriously Good Chocolate Company have combined their efforts to create the Seriously Good Chocolate Stout, launched in Invercargill last night.
The launch of Southland's first chocolate beer was the start of a beautiful relationship for 2 Invercargill businesses. The Seriously Good Chocolate Company have teamed up with Hop and Vine Beer Festival organisers United Brewing to create the unique beer. And for Kevin Downey, the collaboration was a no-brainer.
I love the contrast of bitter and sweet, and I thought I'd do this on a beer. And we've done this on a sort of typically bitter sort of stout and put a real sweet chocolate flavour into this. It's a milk chocolate. And when you taste the beer, it's really bitter at the start, and at the end it's got that real smooth aftertaste of chocolate. It's gorgeous.
He said the beer was the first of its kind in Southland for both its unique flavour and the union of local businesses.
It's the trend right now to do these things, and we just thought we'd do a real Invercargill mix of that. And this is something that's totally different because we've got a collaboration with a local chocolate company, and people just love the feel of the fact that they're so good at what they do, and we're doing our beer version of it. And yeah, we're enjoying the experience, we're enjoying the ride.
Seriously Good Chocolate's owner Jane Stanton said working with local businesses was the best way to promote the region, and said more relationships were being formed throughout Southland.
The motto of the Seriously Good was to promote Southland New Zealand to the world through chocolate. So now we can do it with the wine and the beer. So it's really neat to start to get this cohesion of local people that are proud of being in Southland. It's time to start some collaborations, like we're working with Fat Bastard Pies, with United Brewing Company, Backcountry Cuisine that do the freeze drying for us, and it's about showcasing Southland.
Both companies said they hope more Southland businesses get on board in creating equally unique flavours to promote the Deep South. Sharon Rees, The South Today.
And now recapping tonight's top stories on The South Today. Residents opposing a farming family's bid to rezone part of its land for development are outraged after not having their concerns heard in full. Police armed offenders squad and uniform officers were called to a property in Wainsbeck Street in Oamaru about 11 a.m. And a new fundraising challenge is to be held at Dunedin's Forsyth Bar Stadium next month, which will see people climbing over 5,000 steps. And now time for a look at what's happening in tomorrow's ODT. Welcome, Paul Gorman.
Hi Melissa, how are you going?
Good.
We've got a big paper tomorrow, as is normal Saturday. It's a bit hard to know where to start, but probably the best story of the day is the find. Scientists have been looking at the seismic, what lies underneath Dunedin, and they found another fault which runs up the Kaikorai Valley, but basically there's no cause for concern. They're saying that the seismic risk for the city is the same as it has been before, so it doesn't add to the chance there'll be a big quake, but it means it could come from somewhere else. 18 scientists from around the world were looking at that, so it's an interesting story. It'll be on the front tomorrow, and we'll have a map too of where this fault has been discovered, where it runs. So yeah, but it does come with a warning that, you know, before 2010 Christchurch didn't know where the faults were either, so, you know, it's worth having a read of that story. Just while we're talking about how active Dunedin is, this is a photo on the opinion page tomorrow within Living Memory. This is John Wilson Ocean Drive in July 1978 when there was some massive erosion. You'll notice it's in glorious black and white, or someone said it's almost the same colour as my jersey.
It has got a slight purpley tinge to it.
Yeah, so have a look out for that tomorrow. Another good story is the fog cannons. There are 15 dairies around Otago and Southland will be getting these fog cannons as a protection against robbery.
And hopefully that works too.
Yeah, that's right. Adventure Park developer looking at Cromwell. This is the same people that have done the one in Christchurch, which is really interesting. And a good story about Toitu, record level of visitors in the last year, up 7,000 to 316,000, so that's great.
It's definitely really showing the city's getting visitors in. Thank you for that, and you can catch that and more in tomorrow's ODT. And now it's time for a look at tomorrow's weather.
Tonight's weather proudly brought to you by Mole Map.
Starting with today's southern view is a window reflection shot of drainage work underway on Great King Street in Dunedin. Looking at the situation, it should be fine in most areas tomorrow, but expect more widespread showers on Sunday with gusty cold southwesterly winds. Beginning on the northwest of the island, Greymouth and Westport are both expecting highs of 12 to 13 degrees and can expect heavy rain to continue with some thunder later in the day. Across to the northeast, Nelson and Blenheim will be fine with high cloud and light winds with temperatures ranging from 13 to 16 degrees. Moving down towards Canterbury, Kaikoura, Christchurch and Ashburton can expect high cloud and gusty northerlies with temperatures ranging from 15 to 17 degrees. Heading to the south, Balclutha, Catlins, Gore and Lumsden can expect strong westerlies with a few showers and a high of 10 degrees. Across to central Otago, in Alexandra, Queenstown, Te Anau and Wanaka, strong westerlies prevail, bringing showers later with highs just nudging 10 degrees. And up to the northern towns, Otago on the coast, Oamaru and Timaru can expect increasing westerlies and cloud with 13 to 14 degrees, while inland those in Amarama and Twizel should plan for strong westerlies and showers later with a high of 10. And here in Dunedin, it should be fine tonight with northerly breezes and an overnight low of 7. Tomorrow morning, cloudy skies may hinder those out to catch a glimpse of the blood moon, but moderate to fresh west to northwest winds should bring a few sunny periods. However, a few light showers may develop during the afternoon, capping tomorrow's temperature at 11. It's going to get colder on Sunday with frequent showers and strong gusty southwesterlies. In Invercargill tonight, showers with fresh westerlies will bring an overnight low of 6 degrees. Tomorrow, expect those showers to ease with sunny periods increasing during the day and moderate westerlies. Heavier showers will develop tomorrow night for a high of 10. It will stay cold on Sunday with frequent showers and strong gusty southwesterlies. Expect a low of 5 and a high of 10. That's our news for this Friday. For the latest news from the southern region, you can follow us on Facebook, YouTube and at channel39.co.nz. For full stories, check out www.odt.co.nz. Have a great evening, take care, ka kite anō.
This bulletin proudly brought to you in association with Alex Campbell's Menswear.
Supporting local content so you can see more of New Zealand on air.